I'm not sure what worries me more, the fact that he's staring straight at me and not my character, or the fact that my character just doesn't care. No Hand Ham's back! I may not have a super cool mohawk like this dude right here, and I may not be as tan or skinny or fast or, well, any of that stuff, but I do have a pair of jeans that look kind of like that, and I have that hoodie. In a bigger size, to be fair. But enough about me, how are you doing? We got some work going on. So, from the last one, if you missed it, go back and watch it. But if you haven't checked it out already, or if you have, rather, we are rocking and rolling. So we've got a disc in here that's kind of smoothing out some fields. We've got one that's plowing everything up, just kind of get everything reset. And we have another one right here, ready to go, that's been waiting on you. Yes, you. I see you. I don't see you. That'd be super weird if I did. You see me, though, right? Right? Can you still see me? Let's be honest. We've both drank more coffee than we should have today, and it's a good day. So, let's party rock, baby, yeah. Bring it down, drop it down, do the thing, yay. Alrighty. In the last one, we bought this guy right here. Loving this tractor. This is actually from the Colossus Tractor. The Fendt Vario Forestry Tractor Pack thing. Yeah. I went with the 700 series. We went with the big engine on it, so we got a little bit more than 300 horsepower. But I didn't go too crazy with it. We just go with normal speed. Everybody wins. It's all good. There that is. We spin them around and keep it going. Oh, yeah. Is it right here? There it is. Turn it on. Keep it going. So I've actually mentioned it, but I want to re-mention it. I am going to be plowing a bunch of these fields together as soon as we get through at least this harvest. So after we mow all this grass up and stuff, I'm going to be doing my best to get rid of the trees that are in between these three grass fields right here. We got a lot going on, a lot to do, but at least today should be pretty fun. We need grass to be able to turn into hay and silage. We've got a pretty nice sized field right here. So I'm really hoping that, I don't know, like 2 of these fields can be silage and 1 of them can be hay. And hey, everybody wins if that's the case. But it's not, it's a fact. I think I'm funny sometimes. I know I'm not funny all the time, but sometimes I think I'm funny. Say, as much as I'm enjoying this mower, and I like this mower, it's pretty sweet. It is a bit not kind of fun to use in a field like this. There's just so much that's difficult about this. To be fair, I'm not quite sure what would be better. However, it just seems, I don't know, a little bit small maybe, something like that. I do have a mod that I've been trying out, but it also turns swathers into mowers as well, I guess. And we'll worry about that mod later on. Let's just go ahead and get this. Oh, crap, it's not turned on. Let's go ahead and get this field at least finished up, then maybe we'll go from there. Also, check out the clouds moving. That's very cool. 1 field down and 2 more to go. I still need to figure out which one's gonna be which. Or maybe we need to take a look at like the amount. Hang on, let's jump out here and run around. Land area. The field is 2.7. This one is 3.39. And this one is 3.71. So I need to figure out which is which. I guess, to be fair, I think this would be a pretty good one for words. Wow, what happened? I need some coffee. Goodness gracious. First responder coffee. I need to figure out which one we're going to be able to have the best, like, hay versus silage kind of thing. I think these two will be okay. So you've got 3.39, as I mentioned, and then you add in the 2.77, and you're basically going to get, like, 6, right? Something like that, around 6. Well, this one over here, we need half as much hay as we do silage. And this one is like 3.7. So I think that's kind of the perfect amount. Yay! I love running like this. Look at that. Yay! It's magic. I've been working so hard on mowing those fields over there that I totally forgot that there's other stuff running. Did I say harvester? Well, that's not the right word. It's a excuse me, it's a day. It is a day and a half. All right, well, there's one worker. All finished up, ready to rock and roll. Let's fold this bad boy up, and then we have a little bit of work to do. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is come to this field that we just done, and we're going to ted it. And then after that, we'll just windrow everything. Yeah, I think that'll work. I don't know what in the world's happened with the weather, but it has gotten dark. Very, very dark indeed. Let's go and spin this bad boy around and get it done. I am going to start a little bit into the field, though, right here. Usually when you're tedding, it kind of like kicks the grass out the back for some reason. So I'm going to start like here. So hopefully by the time we come back in here, everything will kick backwards. At least that's the game plan. Just like that. All right. Just like that. That worked. Sweet. All right. We got a couple headlands to rock and roll on this, but then after that, we are good. Set the cruise, click it, and turn it on. Let's go, baby. I've noticed something interesting. I don't know if it's this tractor, maybe it's just Farming Simulator in general, because I don't normally make hay. However, I have noticed that tractors have a really hard time going uphill with grass on the ground. I don't know why. Not sure what's up. We use this, but I think that there's probably some better options as far as mergers go than that. For one thing, this thing is pretty sweet, and it's also straight across, not a bunch of those things. There's a few other ones as well, although those are going to take a little bit longer to go across. This one is also run on the front of a tractor, not the back. You know what? I'm gonna try this thing out. Usually, if I'm very impulsive with purchases, it doesn't end well. I don't know how this is gonna end. However, I do know this has got a great working with. We've got a couple different working modes as well. And I think we could really benefit from this thing. So I'm hoping that we can rock with it. Plus, we should be able to kick everything off to one side, making it to where we can just push things in a direction that we want it to be. So, if we press this button and we click left, I should be able to take all the stuff that's outside the field for whatever reason and push it in, which is super beneficial. And to be fair, there's quite a bit of stuff that's on the outside. Making a bunch of hay, it gets everywhere. And I'm not trying to do it fancy or anything. All I'm trying to do is just take anything that could possibly be outside the working area, like this right here, push it in, and then that's all I need to do. And then we'll come back through and we'll do everything the right way. Didn't think I'd have to turn on my headlights though. Here we are. And now that that's done, we can actually do things properly, like trying to do some steering assist with it. Although I don't quite know if it's going to be lined up for this or not. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? It wants me to be on that side of the line, but I don't want to be on that side of the line. I want to be on this side of the line. But I'll do it just to make it oh yeah, that does put it right where it's supposed to be, doesn't it? Oops. So I'm also going to do my best through here to not do any headlands. There, it wants me to do them, but I'm trying not to. There we go, spin it, and go. Alrighty. I do not feel like I've picked up enough. And why is it pushing the whole thing over? Oh, it wanted me to do a headland. Maybe this is its way of saying you did it wrong. Do it again. Alright, yeah, it's unhappy with me. Oops. Alright, I decided I'm going to change this up since we've got a nice reset button down here now. One headland, no offset, working, auto, etc., etc. Wait, what a minute. What did it do? Hang on a minute. There we go. Yeah. All right, we're fine. All righty, not too bad. And we should be able to hit this little bit down here as well. Not too shabby. Yeah, I definitely should have done headlands. I acknowledge that, but I didn't. Also, remind me to come through here with a 14 meter working width. Otherwise, this isn't going to work when we're baling. Well, this has seemed to work okay, but not how I was expecting. It is a 7 meter working width, and if you set it to any more than that, it misses stuff. But it also doesn't put the swath in the middle where it's supposed to go. So I may have to swath every fill twice, or not use GPS when I use a baler. But that's crazy. Why would I do that? So here's what we're gonna have to do. We also had to set this to 14 meters and then kick everything out towards the middle. Just like that. I'll have to slow it down a little bit as well. We're missing a little bit here and there. So that's the dealio there. I am gonna just try and do it the right way because I love the way things look when they're looking all nice. Oh, my swaths are not done because I did all the ones in the middle, not in the middle. Cool. Just ignore that. It is done. I was able to go through every single field. We've got it all set to 14 meters, so that's perfect. I've lined everything up, and it's totally not the next day for me. I totally finished all this video in one day and definitely didn't take the rest of the day off. Not me. Don't know where to put this. I think it'll fit perfect in here. Sweet. All right. So there's that. Now we gotta get all this built up. Fortunately for us, we only have the 2 different products, which is nice. Let's see. Bell sizes of 240 centimeters. There we go at the top. Got that done. And because I use GPS for literally everything, we can set that up, drop it down, turn it on, and line it up. And we're off. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love it. We should be able to make a lot of bells off of this, at least fingers crossed, because those cows, they are eating way too much. And, well, you saw what we did in the last one. So, making grass and hay and silage and all that good stuff is extremely important. Not too shabby. We made a good amount of bales right here for hay. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and unload this one. And then we've got an unfinished bale, which needs to be unloaded as well. There we go. So 17 bales in total. Our unfinished bale is not too bad, 5,400 liters. And all the other ones are 8,000. So 8,000 times, what is that? 16? So that's 128,000 liters that we've got on all of that, which is wonderful. And we need about twice that amount in order to make a good amount of TMR, because we're going to need that in silage. However, we will be making that in the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. We'll catch you soon.